Hi, friends. So, how was your day? Solid, I hope. Mine was okay. Mine was good. So, I want to apologize for being late. I said I was going to be on at 8. Technically, it's almost 8 in the central time zone where my friends are. Most of my friends are. But that is no excuse. So, Ace and I went to visit my grandma. Um, and we both went. Jay, I was literally just thinking about you and how I haven't really talked to you since I've been back, and it's making me sad. Um, so Ace and I went to go visit grandma, okay? We both went. He met grandma a couple weeks ago. My best friend Vanessa, who, if you are on Facebook, I mean, mostly if you've known me for any amount of time. Sorry guys, I forgot to close this after our last live, and I don't want to waste any of the stuff that leaked into the cat because your girl is a hot mess express. Yeah, so Ace hasn't seen grandma because we went to Missouri, or I went to Missouri last week. And so, I packed him in the car and we went to see her, and we usually have dinner on Fridays, but today is my niece's birthday and tomorrow is her birthday party, and I am going to that. And so grandma and I just rescheduled. So anyway, so it was my turn to pick up dinner. Okay. So I had to pick up dinner, which we had tomato pie. If you've never had tomato pie, I am sad for you. If you have never had pizza in Jersey or tomato pie in Jersey, I am sad for you. But anyway, so we had that from this place called Pepperoni's. It's really good. It's actually the only place I get tomato pie from. And so I had that in the car. I had to put Ace in the car. He had to get dinner. All of that to say that is why I'm late. And so I'm sorry about that. But I'm here. And so hopefully that's what matters. Hopefully tomato pie is that just pizza. Oh, sweet Jay. No, it's different. Tomato pie is tomato pie. It's like pizza, but like the addition. So it's like Sicilian pizza, first of all, in the cut and the shape. But then the direct, like, I feel like the application is different. So like the sauce goes on top of the cheese, and yeah, more saucy. More saucy, like me and you, versus the general population. So it's more saucy. Yes, is a fun way to say it. And so I have this huge like tomato pie pizza, and I have an upside down pizza. I mean, I guess. I don't know, man. The crust is different. It's a whole other situation. Inside out pizza. She's funny. She's trolling me in the comments. But yeah, so I had all of that, and then I have my big baby after a day of work and just traipsing back and forth. And yeah, so that's why I'm talking a million miles a minute. It's why I look like I've been ran over by a dumpster truck. I have cleanser in my nose. It's fine. It's cool. We're here. We made it. Okay, I have my headband on. I have clarifying cleansing gel, 2% salicylic acid for my acne, and my Skin Vigorate brush. And then, friends, I have literally, okay, this is the water for my diffuser because I don't want to have to the water pourer. I don't know words today, but I don't want to have to go back and forth to the bathroom. So I'm literally just like pouring it on my brush and making a mess because this is my bedroom in my house and I pay the bills. So I will make a mess if I want to. And yeah, so that's what we're doing. And I am trying really hard to not have soda and all of that, which is my default when I'm stressed. Okay, I want to have soda and sweet things. And also when I'm on vacation. So when I came back, like when I went to Kansas City, it was like soda, 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 soda. I want soda. Do you want soda? Like, let's get soda out of the fridge. It was just so bad. I had more soda in those couple days, and they call it pop, you guys. Like, I was like a lollipop? No, I don't want one of those. Like, I want soda. And then somebody else was like, oh, it's Coke. And I was like, no, like, I was like, well, there's no more Cokes left. Like, there's Sprite in here, there's Pepsi. And then it's like, well, I want, then it was like calling all of the all of the soda Coke. Like, no, not like that kind, but like all of the soda is like Coke, like Coca-Cola. I was like, so like Pepsi is Coca-Cola? I don't understand. Like, that's a brand. I was beside myself. I was just like, okay, and here I am trying to make a good impression, right? Meeting all these people for the first time. And like a lot of things, it's like really cute because there's people from Texas, there's people from Missouri, people from Oklahoma, and then I was the East Coaster, right? And so I'm coming in, and I'm just like, people from Kansas, okay? I'm coming in, and I'm just like, okay, make a good impression. And I loved everybody so much, but there was some things like the soda and pop. I was like, that is the last straw. I was like, I don't know what that is, but I don't want any lollipops. And I don't want, what was the other thing? Pop, Coke, and like, if I ask for a Coke, don't hand me a Pepsi. There's this whole thing. I felt like kind of like a unicorn, but also like I was in the Twilight Zone. It was like great in the best way. Also, I'm just going to talk to you guys. So next I think I'm going to paint on a charcoal mask today, and then I'm going to scrub it off in the shower with the Microdermabrasion Refine, and I'll probably come back, and do the rest with you guys later. If I pass out, I apologize. I'll pick it up tomorrow. I'm working from home, so I can get ready with you guys. But anyway, so they have this thing. Okay, so that's done. They have this thing called burnt ends. You guys know what that is? First of all, it's like really bad when I'm like, first of all, we go to a restaurant. When I first get there, nobody can tell me what burnt ends are. I'm sitting at the table with all of these people from there, and it said burnt ends, and it was just like, oh, like, this is, Kansas City barbecue, whatever. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, what's a burnt end? And I'm thinking like stuff you throw away, like stuff I give to the dog. Like, what is that? And I asked, maybe I can't say everybody didn't know, because I asked my friend Michelle, right? I was like, what is a burnt end? She's like, you told me they were beef. No, you weren't sitting next to me at dinner. So I asked at dinner, and no one could tell me what it was. And then that's when Michelle was like, what would you say a burnt end was when we were going to get ice cream? But that was later. Jay's like, I told you they were beef. No, nobody could tell me what they were, because I thought it was like bacon. Then I was like burnt bacon. But then I was like, why would they call that a burnt end? I don't understand. There was a lot going on. Okay. Anyway, it's like the end of meat. I don't know. I don't eat meat that much. But it's like the end of meat that you cook, right? Obviously, you cook meat, but like apparently we throw it out and they serve it. It's like fat. It's like you're eating fat, and somebody, I don't know, but they love it. Okay, they go nuts for this stuff. Apparently, people are like, oh my gosh, burnt ends. And someone asked me today, so I forgot to ask you, how were the burnt ends, or what do you think about the burnt ends? And I was like, I mean, like, it was okay, right? Like, I'm sitting here like, I don't know. Like, first of all, whoever named them, poor marketing. They do not have a degree in marketing. Burnt ends are, okay, now she feels the need to justify or explain. Did you get this off of Wikipedia? I'm not even gonna, okay, I'm gonna read you guys this definition that my friend Jay put in the comments. I was gonna put it on the screen, but it's gonna take about half of the screen. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm pretty sure she just Googled and then put it in here because she likes to one-up me like that. So I'm sure if you Google burnt ends, this is what's gonna come up. All right. Burnt ends are flavorful pieces of meat cut from the point half. She definitely Googled this. Point half of a smoked brisket. Okay, so it's brisket. I mean, brisket at home. When brisket muscles are separated, I'm not going to read you guys the rest of this. This is just really sad. It makes me not want to eat meat at all, actually. also known as a second cut fat end superficial pectoral. Okay, it's chest. You're eating chest. That's why. Makes sense. It's like eating boobs. Copy and paste. Yeah, she copy and pasted it. Okay, that's why. Yeah, so so that is what was had. And it was, it was good. I told her, I was like, I wouldn't cross oceans for it, but I'd eat it again if it was served. But yeah, so that is what we had. So those were all the things. Okay, I have a guys, my phone vibrated. I was like, am I getting in trouble? Somebody sent me a message and was like, stop talking about that on your live, but it's okay, whatever. Yeah, so that is what I had. That's what I did today. I work from home tomorrow, thank goodness. This was the fastest and kind of like most hectic week. I feel like whenever I go away, and I don't go away often from work, like my boss must really miss me because I come back and I'm like, oh, what did you guys work on? What did you guys do? It's like, oh, I worked from home or I did this and we have a lot to do now. And I was like, well, where was this list last week? But it's okay because that just means that I'm loved and needed. But anyway, so this week was crazy pants. Today was crazy pants. And not even like at work for today. Today was like, how you have those days where, or maybe you don't have these days. Maybe I'm just like crazy pants, but those days where you feel, bye, love you, got to teach the girls to mop the kitchen. Oh my goodness. Be nice to my besties, please. Tell them I love them and I miss them. And I'll see them soon. So yeah, so what was I saying? So, those days where you are just like tested, right? Like you're pushed to the edge of what you think your capacity is. And I don't know why I just said it like that. Maybe it's like God downloading something, but I have these days where if I feel like I can't keep going or I feel like I'm at the end of my rope, one more thing will come. One more thing will come and like bite me. Like I'll be like, I'm fine. I'm barely surviving. It's cool, whatever. And then something else just creeps up and it's like the smallest thing, but you guys, it feels like somebody kicked the back of your knee. Like the straw that broke the camel's back. I get it. And that's what today was. It was like a lot of pushback, a lot of uncertainty, which I am an Enneagram 6. And so security is huge for me. Security, plan, knowing where my next step is going or my next 10 steps are going, right? And when I get clear, I get solid, I get confident, I get steady, I get something, right? I'm in my zone. But losing clarity or stumbling over things that just like are coming out of nowhere, it feels like, is it's so hard for me. It's like it feels like the world is ending when that happens. And I don't know if I'm talking to myself here and it's totally fine if I am. But it seems like that is what happens, right? And so what I've come to realize, maybe after my Kansas City trip, this is deep cleaning charcoal mask, if you guys were wondering. Can you guys see that? Yes. So maybe it's after the trip and feeling like I got clarity. I knew where my direction was going. I was like, all right, we're going for a pink Cadillac. I've said that before, but I didn't really believe it. I just said it because, I wanted to be important to people, right? And I thought that, producing something like that would validate me. But that's not where my validation comes from. And I can say that and actually believe it now. And yeah, so anyway, I got clear about what I wanted for myself and for my unit, which is pink Cadillac. But also like how I was gonna get there. Not how and step by step, but being okay with like saying, okay, I'm gonna get there by, doing the activity, doing the work, being consistent, communicating and playing ball with people that want to communicate with me, and showing up. Because God can't do anything unless I show up, right? So anyway, so I was like, all right, I got clear on the vision, what I wanted. I got clear on where I was going and all of that. I got clear on why I was going there, why it was important to me. Pink Cadillac is like, it's a trophy, right? It's this thing. But it also, Brenda, who is a sister director, she said something to me that was so, like, it was like I can only snap with my left hand. I cannot snap with my right. But it was like one of those moments. And she said, the size of the prize, and I'm going to butcher this, so I apologize, but she said the size of the prize is, equal to, or it was something like it is directly related to the lives that you've touched. So like in order to get into a pink Cadillac, right, I need to be like giving out 1,000,001 free samples, which is why I have a push to give out a bunch of free samples to anybody who doesn't have a Mary Kay lady. I need to be, doing the activity, showing up, being consistent, doing all of the things, being a blessing to people, and like really, being intentional, right? And so that is something that is very important to me. And so being able to marry that with the idea of driving around in a free pink car, was like it was a moment for me. And so again, that was clarity, right? That was something that was like, oh my goodness, yes, I need that. Hi, Leah. So that was super duper important to me. And then I come home and I'm like all jazzed up and I'm like, oh, I got this. It's cool. And then I get hit with those little uncertainties. And now I'm like, psh, I got this. I'm clear. Psh, I got this. I just had this awesome time and I know where I'm going. And then it's like, psh, I got this. I matter and I make a difference whether I make it into a pink Cadillac or not, right? These are all these things that I'm like dodging and weaving. I'm like, Holy Spirit, we got this. We're going for a ride, all of these things. And then the devil is like, all right, I'm not getting her with the big thing. So I'm going to throw these little tiny pebbles in the road, like marbles, right? I'm just going to throw a bunch of marbles, bunch of marbles, bunch of marbles. Eventually, she's going to step on one. Okay. Y'all, there have been like 200,000 million marbles in the road this week. A big one for me is like relationships, right? So, like something small in a relationship, error, something, human error, whatever, where things happen, but it becomes these huge thing. And it's like, man, like, where did that come from? It was one of those marbles that got thrown in the road. And I fed it and I allowed it to get bigger and I allowed it to, run my car off the road. And I did, I wasn't intentional about moving it. And so all of those things. And so I don't know, I'm tired. I definitely feel like it's been a fight, it's been a battle, but like it's been good too. Like uh if have you seen Evan Almighty? If you've seen Evan Almighty, and if you're watching this, do hashtag replay, because I'm asking a lot of questions and like really talking to you guys tonight. And so if you're responding, I want to be able to like be in the comments and talking back to you, because this is, talking to myself is fun, but talking to you guys is more fun. I was gonna say funner. It's fine. I'm not a word person. And so Evan Almighty at the end, the wife is like, she's all sad and all that stuff. And God comes to her, okay, and is like, do you think when someone prays for patience, do you think that God just snaps his fingers and gives them patience, or waves a magic wand when they ask for money and gives them a bunch of money, or I don't know, like those types of things? Like, is God a genie to you, or do you think that when we ask for these things, he gives us the opportunity to get it? Like, does he give us the opportunity to be patient when we ask for patience. And so you're setting yourself up because you get in these positions, right? You ask, God, please give me patience. God, please give me patience to deal with this. And then just like, oh God, like I told you I needed patience. Why do you keep sending this? God, I told you I'm struggling. Why do you keep sending this? I just need to rest. Well, you're not going to build up the patience muscle unless you were given opportunities to be patient, right? Steph Curry wouldn't be a solid 3-point shooter if he wasn't shooting in the gym, period. He doesn't get to pray and God be like, okay, you're the best 3-point shooter in history. It doesn't work like that. The opportunity to grow is where our blessing is. And I think that is where a lot of, I don't know where I'm going with this or how I got here, but we're rolling, Holy Spirit. I think that's where a lot of people get tripped up, right? We think God must not have called me because if he called me, it would be easy. If he called me, I wouldn't be facing these many trials. If he called me, there wouldn't be so many obstacles in the way. If he called me, I wouldn't be doing all of this, or it wouldn't take this much. It wouldn't be this hard. It's like, no. I believe, and maybe it's just because the battles have been a little bit more, just a little bit more lately, or, in my life, that it is a testament to what is placed inside of you, right? What you come up against. It is a testament to what you have inside of you that you are faced with all of these obstacles. But because if you didn't have it in you, there would be no reason for the obstacle to be there. You wouldn't need it because you would defeat yourself, right? And so you come to a point where, thank you, Leah, for saying all of these awesome, beautiful things in the comments. I love you. And I agree 1000% with everything that you're saying, everything that I can read anyway. I do not have my glasses on. But I really am on this because I feel like somebody needs to hear it. And it's like, that is where the Davids are separated from the Sauls. Okay, hear me out, right? So King Saul was anointed. He was picked. He was God's chosen, right? He stopped doing the work, guys. Like, he stopped showing up. He stopped shooting in the gym. He's like, whatever. I'm here. I have my purpose. And now that I'm in it, right? I'm in the will of God. So I'm just going to go with the flow. I'm in my purpose. So I don't have to fight. I'm in the plan. I'm in the will. So I don't have to push the obstacles and all of the things. I'm going to do what's easy. And he fell away, right? I believe, and this is just me, no seminary training. No, I do not claim to be a pastor of any kind, but I believe that David, the reason he is a man after God's own heart is because when he tripped on the obstacle, he got up, he took it to him, he did the work, he did the activity, and God honored that and God blessed that, right? He messed up a lot. Right? And so I've struggled with, well, how is he a man after God's own heart if he's like really crappy? Like, he's just like a really crappy dude sometimes. But like, aren't we all, right? Like, aren't we all, like, we all have David in us, like the good, the bad, the ugly, the anointed, the chosen, all of it. We have all of it. And we can decide to rest in that, and fall and give into our nature to take the easy way and not do the work and all of that stuff. Or we can do the work, we can show up for the battles, we can win the wars, all of that. And even when we do that, you guys, we can understand that we have never arrived and we will always fall short. And when you acknowledge that, and when you understand that you have to do the work, then I truly believe that, that is that is the will of God. Like that's where you're at. And so I don't know why I got on such a tangent. I was gonna put this charcoal mask on, go get in the shower, and leave you guys. But I am gonna step off my soapbox now. That was definitely I'm gonna watch this back because I couldn't tell you what I said right now, but I hope it was for somebody. I hope someone heard me. I hope someone heard not me. I hope someone heard God in me. And I hope you guys have a rockin' night. Again, I think I stepped on a nail. My foot is hurting really bad. I did Clear Proof clarifying cleansing gel on the Skin Vigorate brush. And then I did deep cleansing charcoal mask. It went on wet. It's dry now. The dark is oil getting pulled out. Okay. And the white is acne causing bacteria. So see this? I have like a really bad bump there. And this, I have a really bad bump there. All of that. So all of that is that. Okay. So all good in the neighborhood. Thank you guys for your time. I will see you tomorrow. And I'm just going to put Leah's comment up here because I love her. She said, yes, press through darkness because we are seated with Christ and he is light. You shine. You all shine. I love you. Leah shines brighter than any star I've ever seen. So have a rockin' night. My DMs are always open if you need me or anything. So peace out, Girl Scouts.